I was not expecting this shit, dude.
Holy shit, where are we?
I have no clue. Let's hope it's good. Okay, from changing Summoner's Rift with Rise of the Elements to building up and refining the item system, sure, with the Mythic Forge update, the last two preseasons focused on reimagining and revamping long-standing elements of League's base game. This year, rather than focusing on re-envisioning one particular area of the game, we are focusing on places in our current systems, both in and out of game, to strengthen and expand on. Pretty good approach. Not every year has to radically change the game. It's fantastic. So, in short, here are high-level goals this preseason. Improve and build upon existing game systems. Fantastic. Reward progression in a more meaningful way. Okay. While we're not doing a giant sweeping overhaul this preseason, we're also not downscoping the level of work this year. We're happy with the foundations we laid in our past couple of preseasons, and we think going back and strengthening a few of them is the right call for 2022. But this doesn't mean we won't have another big revampy preseason in the future, alright? This year's preseason is just going to be a tad different, alright? So let's go into what you can expect in preseason 2022. Let's see what we can expect. Existing systems, dragons. Our original goal was to increase game-to-game variance by creating a variety of distinct and memorable environments for players to master. Rise of the Elements brought us map terrain transformations, which most of them are irrelevant, really. I hope they revisit that. New powerful Dragon Souls. 3 of them are relevant. Okay, so here's the ranking of Dragon Souls. This is facts, not opinion, okay? So Mountain is the best, then Infernal, then Ocean, and then 10 million steps below is Cloud. So I'm hoping they can do something about Cloud Soul, because right now it feels like it's kind of useless. And the game-ending Elder Dragon buff. Yes, I think it's good the way it is. Yeah, basically what it says, game-ending. These changes largely succeeded in making each game feel more unique than the last. With that said, we think there's room for us to expand the possible unique environments players find themselves in. Nice, on Summoner's Rift. Nice. We have a couple of goals in mind while we examine potential new additions to the Dragon space. Creating new terrain features that contribute to unique matches and alter how the game plays out. Okay, so basically different rifts. Fantastic. Expanding the thematic of possibilities of what empowers a dragon and how that empowers champions on the Rift. Okay, you can expect more updates and thoughts on our work on dragons later this year. Fantastic. So they're actually taking a look at dragons. Items. Oh boy. The Mythic Forge update brought a lot of change to itemization. We originally set out to ensure that all champions are able to make different strategic decisions through item choice in every game, and they can't. While we continue to think this is the right goal, yes, we've heard your feedback that having to make a strategic decision about every item in your inventory isn't always desired or possible, especially in high tension games. It's not possible because there's always one defining, or like there's 2 or 3 items that are core to one champion. There's not actually that much variance within core completions. We still want you to make a meaningful choice at the mythic level for every champion, but we don't want legendary items to be held to the same standard. Some legendary items should be perfect for few champs instead of being okay for a lot of them. Okay, I can agree with that. There are currently a few gaps that we've noticed with this goal in mind, so we're exploring the following spaces. More mythic options for support champs, thank you very much. Only Moonstone is viable for enchanters, and only Locket is viable for tanky champions. So please do take a look at that. I fully support this. Improve legendary item options for mages, thank you very much. Assassins, thank you very much. And tank, thank you very much. This is actually very needed. I really like this. I really like this. Thank you. Thank you. I was hoping that they would do a bit more of a serious overhaul to the items, because the item rework was without a doubt a failure. So I was hoping for a bit of a larger, a larger rework. I think that while last year's preseason was around items, this preseason could have and probably should have been around tweaking and getting the new items right. While you're at it, please remove this item. Zhonya's Hourglass should be removed. The Stasis effect should be removed from every single item in the game and be left as a mechanic for Bard's Ultimate. runes. Ooh, we've continued to monitor both the use rates and power levels of runes across the system, and we feel that there are some good targeted changes we can make to the system. Pog. Most obviously, we feel the inspiration tree's identity has been fairly unclear. True, I absolutely agree. And we'd like to broaden its keystone use cases. During preseason, you can expect reworked inspiration keystones. Thank you. Secondary rune balance adjustments. We might see some viable inspiration keystones as a major keystone, because the only viable keystone that was Glacial Augment no longer was a thing, and now there is no real use for any major keystone from inspiration apart from Unsealed Spellbook and apart from Glacial Augment on a champion like Senna, but that's very, very specific. So I would like for all of them to have the same number of major keystones. Also, I think Predator should not be a domination keystone. I think Predator should be an inspiration keystone, actually, and make it have a special interaction with magical footwear. So that would be a thing. This would also leave a pot open for one other domination keystone to be introduced. Something along the lines of sort of like a sheen effect for spells, for mages that actually look to burst. I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking game designer. I'm not a game designer. That's up to them to decide. Objective bounties. Champion bounties act as a way to even out the game by getting extra gold from killing enemy champions that have gained a lead. This is a very bad system, and I hope it's getting completely overhauled. They've been around for a while and have been successful. No. So we don't plan on making changes to them. Fuck me. Dude, literally, the image of my Discord used to be me being 0-11 on Ashe and having a 300 gold bounty. There's no fucking way that you should have bounty being 0-11. Now, there's a lot of other factors, right? It's not just KDA, but 0-11 is just pretty extreme. Very disappointed by the fact that they're not going to make change to gold bounties. But we think we can give you additional ways to get back into a game when the going gets tough, namely in the form of objective bounties. The goal of these are to give losing teams more strategic options to get back in the game through taking objectives, alright, so macro decisions. And we know there could be some concerns about objective bounties, the main one being game length. Generally speaking, we think the average game length is good in a good spot right now. I think it's about, I think it's pretty good. I think it's about half an hour. And don't want to impact it. We also don't want to invalidate the big advantage caused by skill gap. If you're just that good at dominating your lane opponent and snowballing the game, that advantage shouldn't just disappear altogether. So we'll keep an eye on these changes and listen to your feedback to make sure we keep objective bounties balanced. Okay, I think this is a horribly bad idea. I hope this doesn't go through. I think this is a very bad idea. So, for those of you who have followed me for a while, you guys know that I am of the opinion that all of these early game focus in professional play and generally in league as a whole, I disagree with the whole concept that it's actually good, and this will only just make it worse. And it's sad because I actually think that aggressive styles are probably more entertaining to watch than more controlling styles. Also, the fact that they're not changing the gold bounties on champions is just, I don't have any words for that. I really disagree with the whole objective bounties thing, and I will be tweeting at them that. Okay, new and updated systems, challenges. Okay, one of the new systems we're hoping to implement during Preseason 2022 is challenges. Through the challenges system, a player will be rewarded for all of the challenging, good one, Riot, unique and fun goals they achieve throughout their games. We've designed a system to assess a broad spectrum of league feats, so no matter what your playstyle is, there's something uniquely you to shoot for and celebrate. Not much of a ranked player, but love collecting skins and champions. Are you amazing at CSing but leave kills to teammates? Or maybe you're known for being the ultimate skill shot dodger. What about none of them? Challenges let you personalize and show off the exact type of player you are. Some specific goals we want to accomplish with the final version of challenges are players that can track their general mastery and investment in League of Legends, players that can visualize and compare a variety of League of Legends accomplishments, fantastic. Players have many different types of challenges and accomplishments to progress and strive towards. Sure. Sure, dude. Whatever. Okay, progression identity updates. Earlier this year, we introduced the progression identity changes aimed at adding more customization options for players. If it wasn't clear already, a lot of this was foundational work for challenges, alright? Part of the concepts and explorations we showed you included a series of identity changes that allow you to customize who you are to others at a glance. This includes showing off your accomplishments in specific challenges through tangible elements in and around the game, with things like titles, tokens, and rank. It also includes overall score of all the different challenges you've climbed through in the form of a tiered progression crystal. Why is plat green? Shouldn't plat be like white or like, you know, platinum? We use this update to really examine the visual elements of our existing identity system, the progress for which we shared earlier this year. Right now we're focusing on providing more clarity while making improvements in places like ranked and prestige levels to ensure they feel and look cohesive. That being said, we've heard your feedback on the desire to integrate champion-specific affinity to these personalization options, as well as doing more with banners in the lobby. We'll explore what that could look like in our current iteration of challenges in the near future. Do you know what I would like? Did any of you guys in chat ever play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2? Do you know those combinations you could do with like titles and badges? That was so fucking good. It was so good. How this fits with our other systems. The aim of Challenges system is to provide broad goals and visual representations across everything within League for you to complete and compete against each other over. This includes integrating systems like Champion Mastery, Eternals, Ranked, Levels, Events, and Collection into one umbrella so that everyone has something to shoot for, okay? This system, though it may feel similar to Eternals, is designed to highlight and work with other systems. With this broader focus, the unique space carved out for champion-specific skill, like Champion Mastery and Eternals, will still be an important part of the League experience, so you'll be able to develop and display your investment in your favorite champs over time, okay? The approach we're taking lets us continue to provide more targeted gameplay, goals, and activities. This way we can serve very specific player types, i.e. collectors, one-tricks, ARAM-only players, etc, etc. One-trick should not be a thing, but that's just my opinion. While still rewarding broader groups of players who do a little bit of everything. Right now we're tracking towards having challenges included as part of Preseason 2022, but things may change based on your feedback. If challenges don't ship with Preseason, we'll definitely look to introduce this system early in 2022. Fantastic. Like past years, we hope to reveal more of our plans as early as possible and have regular touch points prior to the changes later this year. At the very least, you can expect more preseason info in the following places soon. September, quick gameplay thoughts, fantastic. October, League of Legends Pulse, Preseason 2022, and early PBE. I'm hoping in September Vex will already be out, so I'm guessing please don't let this one be the Vex one and you talk about preseason. To recap, I really hope they focus on in-game aspects like dragons and items rather than, well, runes too, rather than the challenges thingy, which they seem to be really excited about. I'm honestly not. I don't really care about the challenges. I care about things that will actually impact the game. And then the challenges, I think this is fine. This will actually be a what do you call it? A good way to improve yourself. So if it makes sense, if you have a challenge to, for example, get X amount of CS, and you can get an X amount of CS, you can get yourself used to CSing more and more, and you can see yourself progressing through this system. So I think this is a very good thing to have in the game. I don't think this should be the main focus of the preseason. Like I said, it should be the items and refining the system that was already in place from last year. And yeah, this this progression identity update, I don't really give a shit personally. Now this is fine for whoever wants it, but I don't really care. Oh my god, people in 2003 are 18 this year. I'm so fucking old. I'm so fucking old. Dude, I'm gonna be 23 in a month and a week. On 17th, I'm gonna be 23. I'm a fucking boomer, dude. Jesus. Oh my god. Sudden realization. Fantastic. Thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.